So I saw a story coming into this season that apparently the financial disparity between what Oscar Piastri was paid at McLaren and what Lando Norris was paid at McLaren was going to be a bit of a problem between the two. And I respectfully disagreed when I saw that news. I thought, well, these are two drivers in different stages of their career. They've achieved different things. Yeah, at the end of the day, the pay is different. It's always going to be for someone who began their Formula One career in 2023 in Oscar Piastri's case, and 2019 in Lando Norris's case. Now, Oscar Piastri, I mean, a lot of people were kind of highlighting the fact that his salary was only, in inverted commas, I think it was about $5 million, but he earned about $15 million or so in bonuses last season because he performed so well. Now, that disparity between the two of them, that gap has been plugged because, or at least partly plugged anyway, because Oscar Piastri has signed a new long-term deal for McLaren, which is a fantastic move not only by McLaren, but also for Oscar Piastri too. He's going to get more pay, which he believes he deserves, and I think he does deserve given his performances. I think he's an excellent driver. And yeah, just great news on the eve of his home race, the debut race in 2025, the Australian Grand Prix. So let's have a look at the full story on the F1chronicle.com, guys, and I'll give my thoughts at the end of the video as always. Just as Lando Norris flirts with his own future, teammate Oscar Piastri has been cemented at McLaren for several more years. In a pre-season interview with NBC, the 2024 Drivers' Title runner-up and arguable 2025 championship favourite, Lando Norris, was asked about his long-term future on the grid. "I can't answer that one," he smiled. "I know exactly which team I would love to go to. It's the team that everyone wants to be a part of at some point in their career. But I'm very happy with McLaren." Lando Norris to Ferrari confirmed. Indeed, just over a year ago, Norris agreed a multi-year extension to his existing contract, which was already due to run out until at least the end of the 2025 season. However, it's clear that he might one day accept to move from orange to red, just like Lewis Hamilton. "It's a cool story for him to go to Ferrari," Norris said when asked about his British countryman's move from UK-based Mercedes to Italian-based Maranello. "A lot of people said it's not the right thing to do and so forth, but I would probably do the same if I was in his position." For his teammate Piastri, however, the Mark Webber-managed Australian is clearly not dreaming of Ferrari yet, having agreed his own contract extension on the eve of his home event in Melbourne. The 23-year-old Piastri was contracted to the Woking-based team throughout the end of 2026, meaning his new deal probably now runs longer than Norris's does. In the official statement, McLaren mentioned that Piastri will now be at the team for many years to come. However, Piastri was outpaced by Norris in 2024, and Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko thinks the Australian is set to trail for another season. "It is clear that he, Norris, looked a lot better than Piastri in Bahrain," he said after pre-season testing. Well, I mean, look, you know, I don't know if this will go out. No, this is going to go out after my bold predictions do for the 2025 season. So it's already out there. I've given a bold prediction of Oscar Piastri winning the World Championship this year in the drivers, which I don't think is likely. That's the whole point of a bold prediction. It's a bit of fun at the end of the day, guys. But yeah, interesting comments from Norris about Ferrari. I mean, I know what he's saying. He's right. He's right. I mean, was it Vettel that said it? Everybody's a Ferrari fan. Deep down, everybody's a Ferrari fan. And I get that. I do, because there is an allure, an appeal from the red team, the Scuderia, the prancing horse, you know, that no other team has, because they've been there since the start. They are, I've said it many times, they're the Italian national team in Formula One. They're the godfather. You got to kiss the ring. You got to pay your respects to Ferrari. Just the way it is, you know, even if you don't like him, you got to respect them. Just simple as that. Would Norris like to go to Ferrari one day? Yeah, of course he would. I mean, he's had his entire career so far at, you know, at McLaren. Thinking cynically as well, I think you could, you know, kind of perceive what he's saying as kind of a, what do we call it now, a bargaining chip, you know, to be like, well, you know, McLaren, if you want to secure my services for a bit longer, you might have to pony up a bit more, because you know, I'm thinking about going to Ferrari, mate. I'm liking the Italian food and the weather. He's not going to go anytime soon. You know, I personally think that, I mean, quite literally, Leclerc and Hamilton are contracted with that team until the end of 26. So the earliest possible move he could do there, in theory, is around 27. I know contracts can be broken and so on and so forth, but, you know, it's not going to happen for a long time. And I don't see him doing it anytime soon. I think that Leclerc and Hamilton are going to be at that team together until the end of 27. I think Hamilton may retire after that, depending on how things are going. But hey, look at Fernando Alonso. He's going to keep racing in Formula 1 so there's at least 45. So Hamilton has a few years still to catch up. But yeah, Norris to Ferrari. Could you ever see that happening, guys? Be honest with me. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always to see much more content on the world of Formula 1 just like this. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. And if this video goes out before the Australian Grand Prix, then hope we have a fantastic race. If it goes out after, I hope we had a fantastic race. See you soon, guys. Have a great day.